Josie, I'm sorry to have to ask you this, but could you please take care of our bills as well? You were lucky to have us run into you here today, so I'm sure you're okay with covering the costs, right? I mean, we are your family, after all. What? Wait, but that's a little... This was such a great coincidence, right? Oh, it's rare for us to ever run into you like that. I was so happy to see you in the same restaurant as all of us, and that made me eat even more than I'm used to. Our bill is around $500, but you can take care of that for us, please. What? You're telling me that you, your husband, and your daughter were all able to eat $500 worth of food here? Well, this kind of a restaurant happens to serve very fine courses, so we took it upon ourselves to order them. Normally, we would never be willing to pay that much for food, but since you're here, you'll be able to cover the bill for us, right? What are you talking about, Angela? $500 is a lot of money. Oh my, but for someone like you, $500 should be nothing considering you're making far more than that, right? How lovely it must be to be you. You got to be born as the daughter of a company owner, and someday you'll become the CEO of that company too. I wish I could have been given such a wonderful gift like never having to get off my butt in order to make money. What are you going on about right now? Well, when it comes to your family, you guys just sit on your laptops all the time in meetings and make money doing that, right? That's the kind of work anyone can do. But you were given the gift of having a company-owning father. How wonderful for you. I'll tell you right now that it's not as easy as you think to do all of this work. There are plenty of things that I have to be responsible for. Well, it's fine. I can understand people having the wrong idea of the work I do. As for right now, I'll pay that bill for you all. But I didn't bring all that much money with me today, and I don't have my card case either, so could you please pay half of it right now? I'll make sure to give you the other half when I get home. Huh? What are you going on about right now? Are you actually going to force your in-laws to help you pay? Excuse me? No, I wasn't trying to force you guys to pay. You really are the most useless wife ever. I cannot believe what I've just had to hear from you. At a time like this, you should be stepping in and letting us all know that you'll pay for our dinners and more since we allowed you into our family. Yet you weren't able to do that without me having to help you, and now you want me to help pay half? Ha! I've had enough of you for today. It seems that what you expect from me and what I expect from myself are very different. But I'll listen to you this time. Just give me a little bit to go out and get some money from my car. Then we'll come and leave our bill with you and be heading out while you pay for us. Thank you very much for dinner tonight. Hold on a second. Can you at least come and fill out this paper for me? I have to keep all the bills and everything in check at home, and it would really help me out a lot if you wrote down what you guys ordered and stuff. Huh? Oh, Jesus, you really are causing trouble now. Please make an effort to make things like paying for your in-laws a smoother process. I do not like having to come to you every time and having to sign all those papers you have. What?
It happened again today? There's no way they keep running into you again and again like that by coincidence.
I know. I think they're all stalking me right now and follow me to places like restaurants and bars in order to do these exact things to me.
Do they really need to go through all of that in order to get a free meal from someone? And I've been sending them money every month that they can use for things like food, even though I'd rather not send them anything. No matter how hard I try and put things together in my head, I can't understand what's going on with them. They are my own family, and yet I still cannot comprehend what is happening inside their heads. Ah, that's right. Were you able to get my mom or dad to sign that paper for you with their bill?
Of course. I'll never forget to have them sign those papers for me.
I see. Well, at least we have documentation of that now as well. I really am so sorry for what my family has been doing to you, Josie. You must really hate my family now.
Honestly, I don't really hate them. They're all kind of like a walking anomaly. Your parents and sister all seem to think that they can just have anything they want, and their selfishness is so great that it's kind of fun to watch. You're not to blame for the way those three turned out anyway, so please don't say sorry about it.
But The fact that those three are literally following you everywhere is insane, right? Do you think they know everything about you? Like the things you don't even write down on your calendar or anything?
I think so. I made sure to not even write down the plans for today and never said anything about them to anyone. So if they had something like a listening device on me even, they shouldn't have known. Today I even went to that restaurant straight from my office, so I'm not sure how they were able to follow me.
Then they have to be stalking you pretty severely to the point that they may have hired someone else to follow you around. I can't believe this. What are they doing with all their time, man?
Have those three always been that way, or did it only start happening when I came around?
That's how they've always been. Ever since elementary school, I think. They would follow me to and from school and ask me to bring in a Tupperware to class so that I could bring my school lunch leftovers out to them. That was freaking embarrassing, and the principal wouldn't even do anything to stop them. That led them doing that every single day that I was going to school, and all of my classmates would make fun of me for it.
What? You're joking, right? That's really screwed up, but what about your older sister?
She is taken after both of my parents and is always following them in their footsteps. Actually, she's become even worse because she'll go out and literally steal food from people. I get that my family has never been very well off, so at times I can understand wanting to go out and take food.
I see. So you've really had yourself a safe family then.
I'm sure hoping you were being sarcastic there. Because my family is anything but safe, and I'm not even sure if they have any money anymore. My dad has always been wasting all of his money on cars and my mom on jewelry. And when I became old enough to work, they had me start doing part-time jobs and taking my money for me to use on their own desires. And if that wasn't bad enough, by the time my birthday or Christmas would come around, the only thing they would give me was a bag of expired chocolate.
Chocolate? Every year you got expired chocolate?
Yeah, pretty messed up, right? But since my sister was always following in their footsteps, they would buy her toys and such to reward her for being so good. All of that led to me losing it eventually, and when I finished high school, I moved out of their house and never went back. Yet, they were still able to follow me and find out where I work. I don't get it anymore.
So you really had yourself a pretty bad childhood then. No wonder you were never really talking much about it before.
I really wanted to keep my family away from you when we started dating and when we get married. But somehow they were able to find out about you and then find out about your dad and his company. This is really starting to turn into one giant mess.
You're not wrong about that. We need to start coming up with a proper plan in order to get rid of them.
Yes, we sure do.
Angela, why are you guys all here right now? What's that? What a huge coincidence! Whoever thought that we'd all be running into you today at this really fancy wine bar? So you're going to call this one a coincidence as well, huh? I'm sure you've all been waiting here for me to come inside, right? Oh, don't say such horrible things about other people, please. Do you really think that my family and I have the ability to find out every single restaurant or bar that you're going to be at? I'm sure that today, just like every other day, you guys followed me here, right? Then how come we were all in this place before you walked inside? Had we been following you here, then you would have come inside first with us following behind after you, right? Oh, well, that is very true. Which makes this nothing more than a coincidence. Just a very miraculous coincidence. Now, let's all quit all of this chatting and get to drinking some fine wines and eating some lovely charcuterie. Today is the day of our anniversary. So would you all please let the two of us have some time to ourselves and enjoy the dinner we have scheduled here in peace? Oh, that's completely fine with us. Oh, there happens to be plenty of private rooms at this wine bar for events such as that. So there really is no reason for you guys to be eating at the exact same spot as us, right? Right? That's right, which means we'll be in a separate area from you guys. Of course, though, the bill will be all together tonight. After all, we're all family here. You guys would never make your parents pay for their food, right? Oh, please let Grayson know what I've said. Understood? Oh, my stomach is so full. I knew that the foods at a place so high-end as this would be too good to pass up on. Those cheeses were all so creamy and rich, I just couldn't stop myself from ordering more and more. Is that so? Well, I'm glad to hear that you enjoyed your dinner. The three of us are so full now that we can't even get up from our table. And the fact that this is all going to be paid for by you makes this night so magical. Well, thank you very much, Josie. I never said that I would be paying for all that food, though. Huh? And what are you trying to say to me now? Today's the day of your guys' wedding anniversary, is it not? Which means that you both will be treating your family to this dinner. That would be the right thing to do, after all. We made sure to eat up on as much as we could tonight, and that would be around the amount to feed 30-odd people. So please, take care of the bill for us. But I'm not married to anyone. What? Just this morning I got a divorce from Grayson. Which would mean that you three are not my family anymore, as you are all a part of my ex's family now. Making you guys strangers to me, pretty much. What are you talking about now? Are you really that troublesome of a child, Josie? Did you drink yourself a little too much wine over there to the point that you can't even remember who you're married to? Actually, I didn't have any wine to drink tonight. Grayson and I are now divorced, and that's what I'm trying to say to you. I have no idea what you're going on about right now, woman. Today is the day of your guys' wedding anniversary, and that's what you both came here to celebrate, right? So what the hell are you saying when you talk about a divorce? I've become fed up with the three of you, so I went ahead and got a divorce from your son in order to never have to deal with any one of you again. Huh? Don't tell me, you're actually being serious with me right now? I'm being very serious right now. Therefore, you and I are now strangers to one another. I have no reason to be paying for your guys' meal tonight, so please take care of the bill on your own. Oh, is there really any reason for you to be doing that? There is. Because the three of you have been so rude to me this whole time and are like leeches eating away at all of my money. You seem to think that just because you three were my in-laws, you could ask me to do whatever you wanted. Well, luckily, we're no longer family anymore, so I have the right to leave this place and not give two craps about your guys' bill. I don't care that you're only bringing that up to us now, but I want to know how we're supposed to pay now. None of us brought any money with us today. What were you three thinking coming out to eat tonight and not bringing any way to pay for your food and drink? That sounds very malicious of you guys. Would you like me to call the police for you and have them figure something out? What the hell, Josie? Who do you think you are talking to us that way? I've had enough of this. I can tell that you're not going to listen to anything I have to say. I'll ask Grayson to help us out instead. At least he's still a part of my family. I'm sure you three aren't aware yet, but Grayson is just as fed up with the three of you as I am. Seems like he's been holding in a lot of anger for every bag of expired chocolate you've been giving him over the years. Huh? Expired chocolate? Listen, Grayson, tell me what the hell is going on with your situation right now. Is it really true that you and Josie got a divorce?
Yes, that's the truth. That means she is no longer a part of your family anymore.
Why would you do something so idiotic, boy? For the time being, we're going to need you to take care of the bill here. Then after we get home, we can talk more about this.
The thing is though, Mom, I don't have any money on me right now.
What?
Actually, all my money is being held in Josie's and my shared accounts. And well, in this divorce, all that money was taken by Josie, and so I have nothing to pay with. She is no longer my wife now, so I have no right to go and ask her for any of that money back, because we are more like strangers than anything else now. So there's nothing I can do for you. I was planning on having her pay for me as well tonight, just like all of you.
What are you saying, Grayson? How dare you use that as an excuse to not help us out? You're still a part of my family, right? You have to find some way to help your family out then. Find some way to pay for our dinner right now. If we don't start paying soon, the manager of this place is going to call the police on us.
And I told you already, I don't have any money. How am I supposed to pay for you guys when I can't even pay for myself?
Then you go and ask Josie to please pay for all of us.
I just asked her that, and she rolled her eyes at me before saying no. There's nothing I can do to get her to say yes now, because she's just a stranger to me.
You two, are you guys trying to make a fool out of me now? I will not forgive you for something like that. That bull crap.
What are you going on about, Mom? You three have been the ones making fools out of Josie, right? Always following her to places and making her pay for you. Do you have any idea now how many times she has paid for your guys' food or drinks?
You think I'm going to sit here and think about all of those times?
Well, then allow me to tell you. You have so far done this to Josie 43 times, and in total, you have had her pay around $4,453 for you three.
What?
I just told you. You have all cost her $4,453 after 43 times of going out and following her around. So I am not going to listen to you go on and on complaining about how my wife isn't nice to you when she has given you and Dad that kind of money when she hasn't even wanted to.
Why do you know about all that stuff?
Those numbers I got from Josie because she's been keeping count. Now, there's one last thing that I need to tell you before I stop texting back. After all you've done to my ex-wife and I'm going to cut ties with the whole family.
Huh? Now what the actual hell are you saying to me?
Not only you, but also Dad and also Vanessa. I am sick of all three of you and want out of this mess. I will never see any one of you ever again after today. And you all can forget about getting any more money from me every month. If any of you do ever try looking for me, I will go out and expose all the horrible things the three of you have done to everyone. Understand?
Hold on a second. If you stop sending us that money every month, then how are we going to continue living in that house? Your dad is no longer working a job, and your sister.
Huh? Vanessa should still be working full-time at the bank, right?
She is working there still, but that girl doesn't give a single penny to your dad or I. She's so selfish about her money and will never even spend any of it on herself because she wants to save it all up.
Who the hell do you think you are, calling only her selfish, though? Also, the reason she ended up that way wasn't just her fault. That was the way you and Dad taught her to act, and so she thinks it's totally acceptable to be selfish and not have to share.
But your dad and I have just been accepting her ways of being a little bit selfish. But we can't handle it anymore now.
Then why don't you and Dad kick her out of your house?
Well, because that would be... Anyhow, if you cut ties to the three of us, we're all going to be in huge trouble.
You think I freaking care? Now I'm getting out of here, and Josie is coming along with me. You guys figure out how to get yourselves out of this mess this time. Bye.
Hey, did you really not like all that chocolate your dad and I were giving you?
You must have heard about that from Josie then. If you thought about what you were doing to your own son, you'd understand why I hated it. Every year for my birthday and for Christmas, I had to get a bag of old chocolate that was meant for baking. I have had enough from you three, and I am out of here. Don't even try calling or texting me anymore, Mom, and make sure Dad and Vanessa know not to talk to me as well.
Wait, Grayson! Josie, oh, please come back to the wine bar. We were just told that the restaurant will be closing soon here, but we don't have any way to pay for the food and drinks. And I do not care. How many times now have you tried calling me these past 30 minutes? I think around 55 times. Just use a dang card or something to pay your bill and go the hell home. But they're saying that the bill is $4,500 this time. I only have one credit card on me right now, but I haven't paid it off yet, so I can only use about $200. Well, I'm sure you could have guessed how expensive the bill would be by the fact that you all ate around the amount 30 people would eat. We just need you to lend us some money, okay? If you don't, then we're going to have the police called on us. Oh, that's right. I'm sure I shouldn't be saying something like this at this time, but I want you and your family to pay me back the $4,453 that you had me spend on you all. All right? Huh? You want us to pay you back? But that was you treating us to food and drink all those times, right? And to this day, I have never said one time that I was treating any of you to those meals. I was just lending you all the money to pay those bills. You also went and filled out and signed all the IOUs that I handed to you before saying so. IOUs? I don't ever remember signing any documents from you like that. Did you just remember now? Whenever I was having to pay for you three, you came and filled out a paper and signed it, right? Those were all IOUs that I was keeping for a moment just like this. And each and every time I asked you to sign those, you never bothered to read them, did you? Those were all IOUs? I never knew I was signing a bunch of IOUs. That's not fair. I signed those without even knowing what they were, so that is not fair. You can't tell me you didn't know what you were signing at the time because all of this information was written on those papers. And you signed them 43 times, Angela. But you told me each and every time that you were using them to keep track of your spending. And I was. I had to use those IOUs in order to tell what money was going to be paid back to me eventually and what money wasn't. So there was no lying on my part. But that is all too screwed up. It's unreasonable. And to me, the most unreasonable thing was having 3 people stalking me all the time so that they could come to the exact same places as me and force me to pay for their food. Now, that was all I had to tell you, so I'll be going now. You hold it right there! I said you just wait a second! Angela, that was really surprising for me. I never thought you'd be able to figure out where I'd be going next. What? It's not like I'm doing anything wrong right now. But you paid that girl off that I work with, who also happened to be an old classmate of Vanessa's, to spy on me and give you more information. I already made sure to tell HR about this, and right now she's being chewed out by the manager of this department in his office. But you were telling me before that you didn't have any money, yet you had enough to pay someone to feed you information about me? Something is seriously wrong with you, Angela. Shut up already! Just leave all of that alone! Fine, but now I at least know why you never kicked your greedy little daughter out of the house when she wasn't sharing with you. You were using her and her classmate in order to find out where I was going at all times. We have been living in hell over here. Unlike you and your wealthy lifestyle, we have nothing. My husband and I have been so jealous of all the high-end restaurants you get to go to. I understand wanting to go somewhere that you can't afford. But you cannot say things like that when you are both having to live off your son's money already because you both don't want to work. I'm not even that wealthy to begin with. Hey, how are we all going to support ourselves now? Grayson went and actually cut ties to all of us, and we can no longer pay for this house. Now that I think about it, how did you guys end up paying for all the wine and food you had at that wine bar? Well, they took all our information down and made sure that we came in the next day to pay them. My husband and I ended up having to borrow money from the bank to do that. Well, that was your only option, wasn't it? That means you guys now have to pay the bank back for that borrowed money, right? That's going to be really tricky for 2 unemployed jack-offs. And it wasn't just that, you jerk! We also had to worry about paying all that money back to you! Well, that was a part of the deal after signing those IOUs. Sorry that you decided not to read anything. Now, due to the fact that I am no longer a part of your family and don't want to hear from you ever again, I'm blocking your phone number. If we do ever meet again, coincidentally, then I might buy you guys a pack of expired chocolates or something as a gift. After that, I went ahead and blocked Angela's phone number along with her husband's number as well. However, for a bit, I was getting spam calls from different numbers that had their caller ID blocked. I could tell that it was Angela trying to get a hold of me, so I made one last push against her, and that was changing my own number, as well as blocking all of her social media accounts. And ever since I'd done that, I haven't had to see her texts or hear her annoying voice ever again. From what I've heard others say about them, those 3 were all removed from their house not too long after, as they couldn't pay the rent for it anymore. They originally tried to squat in the house after the landlord had kicked them out of the house and gone home, but when they realized that the doors were all locked, they broke in through a window. But all that work of breaking back in and squatting there would come to a quick end the next day, as the landlord came back to start cleaning the place out and found them sleeping inside on the living room floor. They didn't even hesitate when calling the police, and by the time Angela and everyone were waking up, the police were inside and getting ready to handcuff them. Those three spent the next day in the county jail before being released and made to pay $10,000 for breaking the window and entering the house, putting Angela and her husband only further into debt. After they were released, Angela's husband then went out and got himself a job working part-time at a car wash. And Angela herself even picked up a job as a sign twirler. They were able to get a really cheap apartment together, meant for just one person to live in. So you could say things are pretty tight for the three of them. But only a week after moving into that new apartment, Vanessa wasn't able to take it anymore, and so she moved away. However, it wasn't long before the company she'd been working for learned about how harsh she was treating her coworkers, and so she was forced to leave the company as well. She was then also forced to pay some fines to the company, as it also came out that she'd been selling private company information to other companies. So right now she is drowning in some serious debt and will most likely never be hired by a large-scale company again. She even tried going back to her parents' apartment after that, but was told by her dad that her mom has disowned her, and so she would have to go. Of course, her being the selfish brat that she is, she started to scream and cry about how she needed to live with them, but those cries were landing on deaf ears, and soon the door was shut and locked on her. As of right now, I've heard that Vanessa's living on the streets and has taken a particular interest in drug culture. It only took another few months for Angela and her husband to pay off the debt they were in, and once that was done, Angela quit her job as a sign twirler. But her husband wasn't so amused by what she'd done, as now it was only him that was forced to work all the time, so they began fighting, and I believe they still are. As for what happened with me, I went and got remarried to Grayson, and we are now back to being a very happy husband and wife.
Hey, you. Are you the dispatcher from that hiring place the company looked into? Is this the correct number that I'm messaging? What's your name?
Yes, hello there. I'm the dispatcher that's just been hired. My name is Lola Baxter, and I suppose I'll be working with you soon, so...
Oh, okay. So you're Lola. To be honest, I don't care about your name right now. I'm really not up for pleasantries. You came to our branch office today on a temporary basis.
Yes, that's right, sir. I did. It's nice to be acquainted with you. I look forward to working together, and I hope that we can get along well.
I'm Barney Hunter, the branch president's son. Starting today, I'll be in charge of your training and what you'll learn at this company. If you even think about trying to disobey my orders, I won't accept any of your behavior, and you'll be out of here before I can say you're fired. Do you understand?
Okay, yes, sir. I'll listen and do the best that I can do in my job. What should I be doing exactly, sir? I do understand I may need some training, but I couldn't help but wonder. After taking a quick look at this department, I've found a few things in some areas that are in need of improvement, so I'd like to share this information in a meeting. I would like this meeting held within the department so that I can communicate what improvements need to be made so that we're all on the same page.
Excuse me? What did you just ask for? You're kidding me, right? You turn around and say that when you're literally just been dispatched? Anyway, let's just have some tea today and then you can watch and learn how everything is done, alright? You don't want to stress yourself on the first day, okay? You can watch the other employees work under the direction of our brilliant branch manager. You'll see how well he leads everyone. Also, I want you to please learn about the in-company system that I developed, alright? You should at least do that much today.
Well, with that being said, sir, it would be a little unrealistic to suddenly just start learning by only watching everyone else. I should actually be doing other things as well. Don't you have a manual or something to help train new employees? It would be really beneficial to me if I could read that as well as watch the employees.
You want to read a training manual? I don't know anything about that. You've hardly been here for that long and you're already starting to talk back? That's not going to get you anywhere in this company. You know, I really do hate sassy women like you sometimes.
Excuse me? What did you just say about me, sir? That statement is a very inappropriate thing to say to a new employee, so please take that back.
Oh, did I hit a nerve, little girl? You want to take back what I said? Why should I, when I'm a higher rank than you? I can say what I like. You obey me, not the other way around. You're just a temporary employee, Lola. I'm just trying to make you feel more comfortable around me. I'm your boss after all. Okay, let's get on with what I actually want to say. I'll ask you to give a speech at this morning's meeting today. Think about what you want to say. It starts at around 10 o'clock, so I wouldn't leave it until then to figure out what you want to say. Be prepared, Lola.
Wait a minute, what? You want me to give a speech in front of the entire staff room? You could have told me this a little earlier on so I had more time.
Yes, but you'll be fine. We give speeches to let other employees know a bit more about you. It's so you can make a new friend as a temporary employee. Now, you've got 30 minutes to give your speech. Surely you'll be able to say a bunch about yourself in 30 minutes, right?
Are you seriously making me, as a first-time employee to your company today, you're going to make me speak about myself for 30 minutes? Well, surely it's not just going to apply only to me, right? Does this maybe apply to other newcomers in the company as well?
Of course! This is just a norm for people that come into our company branch. If you have any problems with the script, please come and talk to me about it. But if you're not going to do this properly, I'll have no choice but to give you a lecture on how to do speeches properly. You're an adult, so you can do this.
But, sir, this is absolutely unnecessary. How am I supposed to talk about myself for 30 minutes to complete strangers I've never met before? Excuse me, sir, sorry to bother you this early in the morning, but I have a question. Barney, who's in charge of my training, asked me to do a 30-minute speech at the morning meeting. Do you as the branch president understand what's going on here? Is this a typical thing that newcomers do at the company?
Are you a temporary employee who's joining us today? I'm sorry, but what's brought this on all of a sudden? Doing speeches when you first arrive has become the norm at this branch. It may be difficult at first, but just do your best.
Oh, okay, so are you asking other new employees and temporary employees to do the same thing? They all do a 30-minute speech?
Well, it's pretty obvious that all the people do a speech when they're a new worker. That's usually the case anyway. There are some who can't even do that and run off. This is a necessary step to measure one's suitability as a member of our company's society. Everyone should be able to talk in front of others with no issues.
But if it's to measure aptitude, why wasn't this done at the time of my interview? I think it's wrong to measure someone's suitability the morning of joining a new company.
Who do you think you are, speaking to me like this? Are you judging how I should do things at my own company? That's so rude. Are you trying to tell me that you don't want to give a speech so much that you thought it would be okay to come to me directly about it? The branch president?
It's not that I don't want to do it, Mr. Hunter. I'm just against this outrageous custom. Why give such a long speech in front of everyone for? I was surprised to learn that even the branch president tolerates this. Who even came up with this idea? It's not really necessary. And also, along with having to do this, being told to do it on the morning of the day I'm supposed to give my speech is nothing more than a nuisance to me and other employees.
Oh, great. I knew that a temporary employee would give me some stick eventually. I guess that would be you. I've got no choice but to complain to the staffing agency about this. Look, I won't if you just do what you're told to do. You have no need to voice your opinion at this time. Doing the speech is what it means to be a member of our company's world.
Okay, fine. I understand, sir. There's no need to go to the staffing agency about this. I'll do the speech at 10 o'clock like I'm supposed to. However, I'm still against doing this. I'm going to contact the head office about this, and I'll ask for a decision by them.
Okay, so be it. But I'm sometimes at the head office. If there's something that I don't like being done, I'll immediately tell someone at that office. But even at the head office, we've got no time to listen to every single complaint that some young and temporary employee has to say.
Well, no matter what they tell me, I'm going to ask them for a decision on this. Surely they'll agree with some of my points. By the way, there are also several other improvements that need to be made at your branch office. I'll summarize it in writing and submit it to you later.
Okay, sure. Do whatever you like. The person who's in charge of your training, his name is Barney Hunter, is that correct?
Yes, that's him, Barney Hunter. He introduced himself to me as the branch president's son. He definitely made that point very clear.
That's him, yes. I basically leave everything about the branch office up to him. If you want anything done, he'll do it. I'm sure he'll treat you well.
But I don't understand. He's still new to the company, isn't he, Mr. Hunter? Don't you think it's a bit soon in his career to be leaving all the duties to him?
No, there's nothing wrong with doing that if he's capable. As a father, I know everything I need to know about Barney's work ethic, and it's excellent. I decided to leave everything to him, so everything's okay. I trust him to do things well. He's an excellent programmer and a genius who developed the system for the branch by himself. He also came up with the idea for the speech at the morning meeting. I think it's a brilliant idea, and newcomers will do that.
But sir, if everything is being left to Barney Hunter, what exactly is the branch president doing at the office? Can you please explain that?
How dare you ask me that sort of question? You need to shut your mouth right now. If you have time to complain, you've got time to work. You need to work and work hard if you want to survive in this company. I guess it's time to think of what to say for your speech. You better do that right now.
Okay, sir, I can guess what you're saying. I'll never ask that sort of question again. Well, then I guess I'll try and do a good speech in front of the employees.
You better just listen to Barney and do what he says. Don't even think about contacting me about this again. You obey us or get out of here. Hey, what the heck is this speech all about, Lola? Are you trying to mess with me or something? Why would you say stuff like that for?
All I wanted to do was share with you all the problems and the areas of improvement at this branch office. You asked me to set up a place for this kind of meeting, and I just thought that in front of all the employees was the perfect place.
Oh, come on, don't be silly. What do you mean what can be improved when it comes to temporary workers? That's not what the speech should be about.
But you were grinning the whole time about it, weren't you, Barney? You've always laughed when you've seen newcomers having trouble giving speeches, haven't you? The expressions on other employees' faces were also very mixed. The only people who have lots of fun are you and the branch president.
Well, I mean, you gave a pretty good speech, I can tell you that much. Look, I'm not good at this, and I'm not trying to be super bossy, all right?
Hey, the biggest problem here is that you used violence against me. Moreover, punching someone in the face can hardly be described as training.
Well, if the new person has an issue with how I work, I'll hit them a little bit. We're not university students anymore. If every individual isn't aware of how I work, the company will collapse. I'm very serious about everything I do because it's for the sake of the company. This is how things are done around here. Get used to it.
Since you're so serious about your job and this company being successful, then can't you stop your violent ways? Because it's affecting a lot of employees around you.
I'm not sure if I really want to change my ways because it's working well for everyone. You want to call the head office? Go ahead if you want to. You know that if you do, it'll get to my father and he'll make all the accusations that you've been saying completely disappear. He'll cover it up for me.
This branch seems to be even more corrupt than I thought that it was. This is unbelievable that this type of thing is happening in a company like this.
What on earth are you talking about? What makes it so corrupt? You're just some good-for-nothing temp who has no idea what they're talking about. Our branch office is steadily increasing in numbers. As long as the company is putting out the numbers that it should be, there shouldn't be any problems.
What is your deal? Seriously, have you and the branch president lost your humanity or something? You're treating these employees terribly. If you could do something to improve the situation there or just be replaced, it would be a much better branch office. Are you sure you don't want to consider changing your ways?
Wow, you're a very talkative woman. You better watch what you say or you'll get it from me. You don't want that now, do you? Are you trying to disrespect me? An elite? You're saying so much about my branch and you've only just been dispatched? This is such a joke. You know what? The next time you want to voice your opinion about my branch, how about I just punch you in the face? Try to speak up, I dare ya.
You still think I'm a temporary worker still, Barney? I work for the head office, as a matter of fact. Well, I guess I've blown my own cover now.
What on earth are you talking about, woman? Can't you just explain things properly? How are you not a temp worker?
Well, first of all, let me apologize for lying to you this entire time about who I really am. I was actually just pretending to be a temp worker who got hired. Once again, my name is Lola Baxter, and I was actually dispatched from the head office. I came here to investigate the internal affairs of this branch office.
What the heck? You're running an internal investigation into my branch office? Whoa, just hold on there for a minute, lady. I understand that you're letting out your frustrations right now, but there's no need for you to lie like this. There's no way that a young lady like you could be involved in an internal investigation.
Excuse me? I've got no idea what you mean by that, but don't dispute what I do for a living, please. I'm being dead serious about this, Barney. This was a setup for me to come in as a newcomer. I did this because I knew I'd only get hired because I'm young and full of potential, as a scumbag like you would think. Even though I may look young to you, it's only because I take good care of myself. I'm actually in my 30s.
What do you mean this was all set up as you being a new employee for the office? What do you mean? Oh, I get it. Nice joke, father. I'll have to tell my dad how well he got me with this one. You can go ahead and tell him how funny he is, but he can't fool me.
If you don't believe what I'm telling you, Barney, please contact the head office and check with them about me being at this branch. I'm sure they'll have all the answers you're looking for. Maybe they might even tell you the details you wanted to know about me, Lola Baxter.
Okay, I see what you're saying. I'll call up the head office and see what's actually going on. I'm sure that this is just some prank my dad pulled. I'll ring them up right now and see what they have to say about the newcomer to the company. Then I can get all the dirt I like about you. Even if you make excuses later, I don't care. Okay, there's obviously been some kind of huge mistake here. I'd like to say that I'm extremely sorry about that. I didn't mean to hit you, I swear. I just meant to make this all a big joke. I actually don't do any of these things at the office, and I really am sorry for what I did.
You know that it's really low of you to start making excuses for your behavior right now when you know what your intentions were, Barney. There were many witnesses in the branch that saw this occur. We all thought that you did it intentionally because you couldn't stand what was being said. You knew that you wanted to punch me in the face, and that's what you did. A lot of people saw that, and you can't turn back time.
Okay, yes, a lot of people did see me do that, but I told you that I was sorry for what I did, so what's going to happen to me now?
Well, if it all goes the way I want it to, you'll be fired from the company. I'm also planning to file a complaint, so this will probably go to court and be settled there. You need to keep this in mind, so you better hire a good lawyer if you want to lessen the blow on your reputation, Barney.
Wait, what? Want to take me to court for a real trial? On what grounds? What crime have I possibly committed?
Are you kidding me right now? Don't you know that it's a crime to hit someone? That's assault, and you had an intent to cause injury. Wasn't that your plan?
What on earth are you talking about? This is escalating too quickly, Miss Baxter. I didn't know that lightly hitting someone in the workplace is a crime.
Well, aren't you stupid then? Any form of violence on another person is a crime, Barney. There's also a suspicion that you're improperly using company money. Although it is still in the research stage, it's almost certain that this is what you've been doing. You'll be judged in the same way as you punching me.
No, you're lying. I've not been doing anything like that. You're going way too far with this now. This is absolute crap and you know it. You can't just start accusing me of such things. Where's the proof that I've been doing anything, huh? Why are you saying all this?
There was a complaint made by a certain employee about your actions in the company. I can't go into details, but I was sent here to investigate the accusations.
Okay, and? What did you find in your investigation, Miss Baxter? What's the results of this phony investigation?
If you haven't got a clue what the results are, maybe that's something for you to look into since this concerns you. To be honest, you should know the results by now.
Oh no, this is crap. I bet you don't even have proof of me doing anything. You just want this over faster so you can go back to your fancy head office, don't you, Lola? Besides, you know that I didn't do any of what you're accusing me of. Please stop investigating my branch office and get out of here.
You know that it's my job to do this, so I'll continue doing my investigation no matter how long it takes, Barney. You're not going to stop me doing my job. If you really haven't done anything that I've been saying, then there should be nothing to be afraid of when it comes to the results coming out later on.
Okay, I guess you've got a point. I suppose that's true. I guess I've done nothing wrong, so I won't worry about any of this.
Now, there will have to be a little talk with the branch manager, so I guess I'll leave that up to you to do since he's your father after all. I'd like to talk to you again later.
Wait a minute. What? You want me to talk to my father? I mean, the branch manager about this, I don't know if I can possibly do that at this time. There's so much to do. Okay, what on earth is going on here? I have heard the majority of this outrageous story from my son. He told me that you're an internal affairs investigator. Are you kidding me? Have you actually been dispatched from the head office to look into our branch? This is unbelievable. You lied to us.
Well, as an investigator, I'm supposed to lie initially so that you don't suspect what I'm actually doing. I received direct instructions from the CEO to look into your office. I was actually planning to work as a temporary employee for a longer period of time, but I got most of the evidence I needed on the first day.
Oh, right. Is that so, huh? So with that being said, are you going to tell me the results of your findings or not, Miss Baxter?
As you can see for yourself, you and your son, Barney Hunter, are involved in an embezzlement case. I did a quick look at your account system, and that provided evidence for it. This sloppy crime that you've committed shows exactly how you were able to do whatever you both wanted at this branch office. You probably thought that there was no way that you'd be found out like this, but it really was easy to know when something was going down. Am I correct in saying that?
I don't know how you could have found all this out in one day. Are you sure you're not mistaken? Who is the person behind all this, then, if this is true?
There's no way that I can turn around and say who exactly started this whole thing. However, I do have one thing to say to you, Mr. Hunter. It's not just one person accusing you and your son of those crimes. It's multiple people who have wanted to come forward but didn't want to lose their job because of it.
Wait a minute. You think there's more than one person saying things? Like a big group of people? How could that happen right under my nose?
You know, it's not just 2 or 3 people saying what they think is happening. Almost all the employees at this branch probably share the same frustration. There is only one person that's an exception to this rule. It's the female employee in charge of accounting who was acquired by you, sir.
So if you can give me an approximate number, how many of my employees have betrayed me today? Have they all forgotten how much I've taken care of them?
I don't think they see things that way anymore since you've stabbed them all in the back, Mr. Hunter. You and your son will be sued by the company for the crimes committed. I'm sure that you'll both be ordered to pay a huge compensation, so the head office will be planning on continuing on with this case.
There's absolutely no way that this is happening right now. How can you just turn around and sue us like this when we're making money? How do you have the power to do this? All you are is some laid-back little girl who thinks it's funny to sabotage the little branch offices just because you sit in a comfy chair in the head office. Listen to me, young lady. You tell the people at the head office this. Our branch office produces high numbers every month. Please don't file a complaint about us if we're making such profits for the company. We're helping you big guys out, not hindering you in any way.
Yeah, no, I'm not making any deals with you. You're dodgy and nobody trusts you or your son. Please argue this out in court. I told you before, hire a good lawyer. But it's obvious to everyone that the reason why the numbers are high is because of the hard-working employees, not you or your son. You take advantage of them.
What are you even talking about? How dare you turn around and say such things to a branch manager? I don't take advantages of the employees. They wouldn't be working so hard if it wasn't for me or my son.
Okay, I'm going to talk about one example and how you took advantage of them, Mr. Hunter. It's quite a specific example of what you and your son did. The in-office system that you introduced when you set up your own branch office was an inferior product. The employees made modifications to it and it came to life. You took the credit for the system when they did all the hard work. If the original version created by Barney remained unchanged, the system would have collapsed.
But I don't understand. How on earth did you know about that? You're seriously a good snooper, aren't you? You think you're so good at your job, don't you?
It's because I am, Mr. Hunter. Of course this information was also included in the accusation that the employees gave to me. All of the data evidence still remains backed up. I also looked at the early version of the system, and I would be able to manage a whole elementary school with that. It's fine to perform an evaluation on your son, but sir, you need to think about this more objectively. You need to stop protecting each other and face the consequences.
All you are is a little girl who needs to shut up right now. You're making my blood pressure rise so much. I've been supporting this branch for over 10 years. I'm a dedicated branch president that brings the head office money for their business. Does that not mean anything to you people? How much do you think it took to do this? We were wanting to make more money. What's the big deal in that, huh? We've gone through a lot to get to this point.
The hardships you've gone through and the embezzlement scheme are completely unrelated, Mr. Hunter. You do realize that you're going to have to testify in court, okay? I can hear it now. Since I've worked so hard to get where I am today, I thought that it was okay to just be a thief for a little while. That's how I imagine what you'll say in the witness chair.
This is absolute crap that you're making here, lady. How dare you question my authority and what I've done? I wish there was some way to fire you. Anything I can do to you to ruin your life would be great for me right now. You're not free from our wrath yet, Lola Baxter. Do you understand that?
And you threatening me right now is only going to make your situation way worse than it already is, Mr. Hunter. Don't underestimate what I can do from the head office. Let me tell you now, your conversations and messages right now are being monitored by the company, and anything you say to me can be used as evidence. This is my company phone, and I can send these messages to the head office as soon as this investigation is over. You've just threatened me, Mr. Hunter. What you say to me and anyone else will be used in court proceedings, so please watch what you say. You're in a worse off position now than when this conversation started.
You better be prepared for my wrath in court then, Miss Baxter. You're going down no matter what the company tries to do to me and my son.
Oh, I am more than prepared for what happens, Mr. Hunter. I guess there's nothing more to say apart from, I'll see you in court. Don't forget to bring your lawyer. It's so pathetic at how two men can laugh at someone giving a speech so much. After the investigation concluded, the men were both lost for words. Barney was taken in by the police on charges of causing bodily harm. He had to pay a fine and compensation directly to Lola. In another matter, Mr. Hunter was also charged by the police for fraud and theft. Both of them are currently in prison serving time for the crimes they committed. At the head office, they didn't believe the situation to be too bad for the employees and deeply apologized to them for not noticing the issue sooner. Since the branch president's absence, the performance at the branch office has more than doubled. Him and his son were a disease to the organization, and without them, the employees can shine in their positions. As for Lola, she returned to the head office and is working closely with the CEO. In light of the incident, they keep a close eye on other offices now.
Whitney, are you being serious right now? Hi. About what? Bryce isn't coming over to visit me this weekend. He's pretty busy recently. Violet also started to go to nursery school, so he picks her up sometimes. He didn't tell you? What? No. That's something more important than me. I have a feeling you said something about me that made him not want to see me, right? Why would I do that? Because you hate me. What? I never hated you. I have shown care and respect and even tried to make amends with you. You're the one that hates me. You ignore me and make hateful comments towards me. Also, you don't like me and Violet visiting with him. Yeah, because I don't want to waste my time getting to know you. Of course, I don't like it when you two visit with him because I don't remember inviting you guys. Also, since you gave birth to Violet, he hasn't come home that much anymore. Please don't tell me that you're making him do household chores and take care of her, wasting time on that. We equally do our job, and he is not wasting his time. He is doing everything willingly. Look, if you don't want us to visit, then that's fine. Violet and I are not going anymore. Great. Please don't come. Finally, I'm going to have some time alone with him. I have a question. Twice per month isn't enough for you? I think that's more than enough. I meet with my parents once every 4 months. Who cares about that? Of course twice per month is not enough. I want to see him every weekend, possibly every day, but can't because of you two. I've been telling you that he has been busy, and I think he wants to spend time with us on the weekends, so that's why he might not be visiting you. What? So are you saying that he's not allowed to spend time with me and at the house? That's not what I said. I said that since he is tired from working on weekdays, he probably wants to stay at his house because he feels comfortable. There's no way he feels comfortable there. He loves this house since he was little because he loves spending time with me. I understand the comfort of the place where you grew up, but you do realize that he's a grown adult. He wants to have some space from you. Have you ever discussed with him about this? No, I don't need to, because I know that he wants to spend more time with me than you. Leave us alone. That is so rude. Why? Because we're family. You said that on the day we got married. I think you're mistaking it for someone else because I never said that. I swear to God you said that to me. I was happy, but not anymore. So you didn't consider me as family from the beginning? Exactly. I hate you and Violet. Your attitude is really disgusting. Why do you hate us so much? You took my son. And I hate Violet because she looks just like you and not Bryce. Are you calling me ugly? Not really. Well, actually, yes. Talk shit about me as much as you want, but do not talk about my daughter because I love her. She's also your granddaughter. Are you serious? You crossed the line, so I'm done talking to you. Bye. I will talk to Bryce about this. Bryce, can you talk now?
Hey, Whitney. I'm at work, but I can text you. What happened?
Mom decided to argue with me again.
What, again? What is it this time?
She's pissed that you don't ever visit every weekend, and how it's my fault.
How so?
She said something like, I bet you told Bryce something that made him hate me. She also thinks that I'm making you do household chores and take care of Violet, so you waste your time and don't visit her.
What? Seriously? That's ridiculous! Did you tell her that I'm pretty busy with work?
Yeah, she said that she didn't believe you prioritized work and Violet over her.
I've already told her twice that I'm working on a big project and also that Violet has started to go to nursery school recently. But it seems like it's not getting through her head.
She wants you to visit her, so why don't you talk to her about that? Can you go next weekend?
What? No! I don't want to go! Because she makes me stay for like 6 hours, lecturing me on how I'm going to do and feel better by being single, help her clean, and play board games. It's torture!
Please? I'm tired of her yelling at me saying things like, I hate you and leave us alone. I'm pissed and want to say something, but since she's your mom, I can't say anything. Do I need to tolerate this? I'm afraid that I'm going to reach my breaking point someday and go crazy. I will literally do anything if you go.
She hates you that much? You have the patience of a saint. So it's rare for you to say something like that. Okay then, I'll go talk to her next weekend because I love you both. How about going out to eat Kobe beef? Just kidding. You don't need to do anything because she's rude to you. Just one thing though. I probably won't be able to go anywhere with you two that week, though.
Thank you so much. No, I'll treat you. I have no problem with that. We will just watch a movie at home or take her to the park close by. Talking to her is the most important thing, so yes, she hates me. I will show you screenshots of the conversation we just had.
I'm so sorry about this. I hope she didn't say anything terrible about Violet.
Well, she did say that she hates Violet because she looks like me and not you. She basically said that she's ugly.
What? Ugly? Seriously? She is not! You neither! She's the most beautiful girl! God, I'm so pissed! I'm going to call her when I finish with the documents, okay?
Please do, because she only listens to you.
Sure!
Thank you, Bryce. Sorry for texting you while you're working. I hope the project goes well.
No problem! This is something important. Plus, she pissed me off, but I can't just leave her because she's my mom! You know what I mean?
Of course. If I were you, I would still talk to her and meet her, even if I were pissed.
Thank you for understanding. Anyways, gotta go back to work.
Did you talk to Bryce? Oh, you again. Yeah, I did. He's going to call you in a little bit, I think. He wants to talk about stuff and said that he will visit you next weekend. What? Next weekend? Not this weekend? Oh, I forgot to tell you that we are going to an amusement park this weekend. Is this some kind of joke? No. We decided this 3 months ago and we already bought tickets and booked a hotel. So there is no way we are going to cancel it. So this trip is a lot more important than me. It's a memory, so yes it is. I'm pretty sure that Bryce will agree with me. Excuse me? You're too obsessed with him, you know. I think you're making him uncomfortable. No, I'm not. This is a mom and son bond. I'm pretty sure that he loves spending time with me more than you two. Mom and son bond? Where? You always check where he is by calling and texting constantly, showing up uninvited and even spy on him sometimes. So what? I'm just worried about him. That's it. That is called stalking, and I think he's frustrated. It's not stalking. I'm just worried about him. That's it. You should be careful because stalking can ruin your guys' relationship. Anyways, he also said that he doesn't like spending time with you. Yeah, whatever. Stop lying. You just want to take him away from me, right? Of course not. I never thought about doing that. Why can't he spend time with me anymore then? He does. Just not as much as before, though. That's normal when people have a relationship with someone else. It doesn't mean he loves you less. But I love him more than you do. You don't deserve him. He is handsome, caring, smart, and generous. He's too good for you. I know that you're pissed, but he has the right to choose who he wants to be with. Okay, you know what? I'm wasting my time arguing with you and hate you so. I want you to divorce with him. You're the one that stated this, you know. Wait, why do I need to divorce him? You have a problem with me and hogging him, and it's pissing me off. That's the stupidest reason I ever heard in my life. Besides, it's his decision, and not yours. I will make him divorce you. Are you going to brainwash him or something? Sorry, but I don't think he will listen to you. Shut up. He will. You'll see. Okay, well, if he happens to hate you more, then I can't help you with it. Don't worry. That's not going to happen. Okay then, if that's what you think, then that's that. You should think about what to do after divorcing him. Oh, perfect timing. Incoming call from Bryce. I've got Violet. What? I'm keeping her in hostage. If you want to have her back, get divorced with Bryce. Okay? What? Hostage? You heard me. Get divorced with him right now. My life became miserable because of you. He was pissed at me and is not really responding right now. You stole the only thing that is important to me, so I did the same exact thing to you. Wait, let me collect my thoughts now. If you want her back, then divorce and bring him here, okay? I'm pretty sure he will be happy here, and we can live together again. Isn't he mad at you right now, though? It's okay, because we'll make up soon. I don't think that he will forgive you that easy. Plus, he seems happy with me now. What a bitch. Just listen to me, because I will do whatever to get my son back. If you decide not to show up, I will do something to her. Her? What are you talking about? Are you still collecting your thoughts now, or are you just plain stupid? Now do you know how I feel? Violet is home, so I don't know what you're talking about. What? And who do I have? We just got back from grocery shopping. What are you talking about this whole time? A hostage? She's right in front of me now. You can talk to her if you want to. Stop lying. Violet is with me now. Should I send you a picture? Stop joking around. I'm not. Who's with you now? Did you mistake Violet for another kid? I think I did. This kid looks just like her, so that is the rudest thing to say, because that means you don't know your grandchild's face. You're a psycho. To bring home a kid you don't even know. I don't even know what to say to you right now. Oh my God. What should I do? Where did you find her anyways? At the park, where you usually let Violet play. Well, Violet is sick today, so we didn't go. What? Sick? Really? Why aren't you believing me? Do I need to explain it again? Okay, let me ask you a different question. Did you see me at the park today? No. See, that means we didn't go. I wouldn't let her go by herself even if she wasn't sick, because she's only 3. Anyways, you better return the kid to her mom. What you did is kidnapping. Kidnapping? Yes, it's a crime, you know. Thank God it wasn't Violet this time. But you were going to kidnap her, right? Also, did you know that threatening is a crime? Did you really have to do this to make me divorce Bryce? You're a disgusting person. Excuse me? Stop being overprotective and be independent. Yeah, whatever. Are you even going to apologize for this? I will, but can you not tell Bryce about this? That's going to be a problem for me. For you, right? Not for me. So I will talk to him about this. Did you really think that I wouldn't? Why don't you stop begging and go return the kid already? Her mom must be very worried. I will return the kid, if you promise not to talk about this to him. Are you an idiot? I already told him. What? Why? Oh, I just got a call from one of my mom's friends that her kid is missing, so it must be the kid you're with right now. What? I told her she can call the cops because I know that you have her. What the hell? Do you think you can do that to me? Yes, I can. Also, you're an idiot for kidnapping the wrong kid. No, I'm not. I just made a mistake. Hey, I will return the kid to your mom, friend. So, can you explain everything to her? Absolutely not. I will tell the cops everything instead. What? No, please don't. It's embarrassing. Sorry, but you deserve to be punished. I think this incident will spread throughout the neighbors, so I advise for you to move because you probably won't be able to go outside. It doesn't matter to me, though. You bitch. Say that as many times as you want. but nothing will change. Oh my God, I'm so screwed. Before you get arrested, just want to let you know that we will be moving. What? We don't want to do anything with you. Plus, it was pretty toxic living close to you, so we thought it was better to move. We will not tell you our new address. So don't even think about finding us. Okay? Bryce will still visit me, right? No, he won't. He said that he's done with you. Please tell him that I've never done this. I'm done if he leaves me. He's my life. It's too late now. You should regret everything you've done. Bye, bitch. Have a nice life. The kid was safely returned to my mom friend, and Bryce's mom was arrested by the cops. We moved to a different town and decided to forget about her, but she tried to reach out to us a few times without knowing we blocked her. I heard that she is now known as the crazy psycho lady, and everyone is keeping a distance from her, so she is now living a lonely life by herself. I hope she doesn't start looking for Bryce.